ujian-ujian kita. Dan saudara-saudari juga telah pun mendengar tadi bahawa selepas keputusan yang baik kita terima, sebelum keputusan lanjut iaitu direction, saya telah bangun untuk meminta Mahkamah Persekutuan membuat satu kiraan sama ada Mahkamah Persekutuan sendiri boleh melanjutkan pendengaran kes secara substantif iaitu merit di Mahkamah Persekutuan sendiri berdasarkan 3 kes daripada Mahkamah Persekutuan yang lampau, iaitu kes Nordin Johan. Ingat tak kes Nordin Johan yang juga terbabit dengan kes Mokhtar Hashim, kes bunuh. Kedua, kes John Peter Bertelsen. Dan yang keempat, kes yang paling baru ialah R. Ramachandran, juga di Mahkamah Persekutuan. Yang paling aneh, ketiga-tiga kes ini sungguh pun melibatkan Mahkamah Persekutuan ataupun Mahkamah Agung. Dua-duanya sama, terpulang pada bila masanya. Semuanya diwakili oleh hakim-hakim yang paling hebat di dalam Mahkamah Persekutuan atau Mahkamah Agung. Jadi saya jemput Mahkamah Persekutuan tadi untuk mengambil kira sama ada mereka boleh berbuat demikian. Tapi malangnya mereka kata lebih elok kes ini diremitkan balik kepada Mahkamah Tinggi. Okay. Soalan daripada apa yang saya terangkan dalam bahasa Melayu, kemudian saya buat dalam bahasa Inggeris pula.
Apa reaksi Datuk Seri Najib bila dengar keputusan adendum hari ini masa keputusan ini?
Dia memang suka, gembira. Dia yang memberi arahan kepada saya supaya kes ini kalau dia menang, dia hendak dimajukan secepat mungkin. Jadi saya yang bagi idea kepada beliau, satu cara ialah untuk meminta Mahkamah Persekutuan terus jalankan kes ini dari segi substantif. Malangnya tak jadi, tetapi walau bagaimanapun beliau puas hati yang ada direction daripada Mahkamah Persekutuan untuk kes ini dijalankan secepat mungkin di Mahkamah Tinggi. Okey? Ya. Yes.
Ada kemungkinan mungkin nak file baru application tu pengampunan?
Yang tu kita tidak tolak langsung. Memang selalu di dalam fikiran kita. Tetapi seperti yang saudara-saudari masih lagi ingat, kita ada addendum. Dan juga kita ada pengampunan separuh. Ya, pengampunan separuh yang jalan serentak yang kita kata dengan addendum. Jadi kalau kita buat pengampunan sekarang, kita juga tidak mahu isu-isu berkenaan dengan addendum ini ataupun pengampunan ini ada dia punya efek atau kait di antara satu dengan lain. Jadi bila kita buat pengampunan, kita mungkin buat pengampunan yang secara fresh. Dan seperti yang saudara-saudari sedia maklum, pengampunan boleh dibuat beberapa kali untuk dihapuskan semua hukuman penjara atau sebaliknya. Ya, you can decide what you want to do. Okay?
Now that you got a leave and you've been remitted to the High Court, will you abandon your contempt proceedings against the ex-AG?
At the moment, no. Because, in fact, my client have just told me that because of the decision today, the fact that the addendum exists, it makes him difficult. It makes it difficult for him to abandon. Yeah? But we ask him to consider and he gives us the direction. But at the moment, that's the situation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ya. Dan juga, sekarang saya teruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris. Ya. When we go to the High Court, apart from the exchange of affidavit, we have got many provisions in Order 53 of the rules of the High Court, namely this: we can do discovery. That means we can make requests for discovery for immediate show of where is the addendum and what happened to the addendum that it has been delayed for a year and a half. So dari segi itu we can do satu discovery, the other one is interrogatories. We can interrogate the other side to tell us what truly happened. Why is the addendum not surfacing for such a long time? So that's one area, very critical area. Kedua, kita boleh juga subpoena beberapa witnesses yang kita perlu, sama ada dipanggil secara affidavit ataupun secara physical. Ya, kita boleh panggil umpamanya dalam kes addendum ini, kita umpamanya boleh panggil Datuk Tan Sri Tariruddin himself to find out whether he received it or not, or peguam negara ataupun pegawai-pegawai yang tertentu, untuk kita menentukan kes kita ini dengan begitu gigih. Ya, we have to do a very tight adducing of the facts during the trial of the judicial review. Any question in English pula?
Can you ask for the? Can you take action against the current AG for making this appeal when it's so unnecessary? Actually, it's only based on one ground, which was the way the affidavit by Datuk Sri Nizam was done a day before the Court of Appeal hearing. So that was based on that ground.
Okay. You see, anyone in the position of the AG has got the right to take a decision to appeal or not. They appeal. Whether it is justified or not, it's not a ground for us to take any action. Otherwise, when we accuse people of being monstrous, if we do this, then we become monstrous ourselves. So we have to respect the law. All right? Okay? Thank you very much. Oh, yes.
Now that AG said the addendum exists and the court is still going to deliberate whether it's valid or true or not. So, what is the status of the addendum? Can it be executed? Ke macam mana?
Okay. Sepatutnya, the addendum ought to be executed because we have something like 9 cases in the federal court that says as long as there is the decree of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, whether it is perfected or whether it is a perfect document or the decision towards it is perfect or not, is not relevant. The minute the Yang di-Pertuan Agong signed the decree, you cannot question his decision. 9 cases, all in the federal court or in the Supreme Court, which are the same. Okay? So, to answer your question, yes, it ought to be executed, but the Attorney General wants to test the water, to argue perhaps, I'm not sure yet what they are going to do. Maybe to test the water, whether the addendum is valid and how is it valid and so on and so on. But it will be a very complicated process because you have to disclose who says what perhaps in the Pardons Board, what advice they give and what the Yang di-Pertuan Agong heard and decided. Very complicated, and this is why we think it can never be challenged for a good reason. Otherwise, all this into the law, and you will know the secret of what each one of the Pardon Board members speak about, and that's something which should never come out, because otherwise you will never have the next Pardon Board. Nobody wants to be a member. Yeah.
So all the minutes and everything will have to.
Correct. Yeah. We are not interested in that because we think that the Pardons Board punya conferment, dia punya meeting must be a secret. Okay, macam juri punya, jury trial. How can you ask what did the jury say actually, one by one? You can't do that. Yeah, you will spoil the entire system of justice. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tan Sri. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Take care.